Hey Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel, brought to you by Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast. Would it be a little too glib to refer to this as Terrorist Tuesday? I think probably it would, so I'm not going to do it. What we are looking at is the all-new Cobra Officer from the G.I. Joe Classified series. We have beautiful artwork on the side of the box right there. You know, these guys lead the Cobra Infantry or Cobra Troopers or whatever you want to call them into battle. We've got the new splash panel art on the back of the box. And on the side of the box, you can actually see that this is different. There is a reduction of plastic here. Before, that window went all the way around the side. And a really cool effect that I liked. But now the qualifications are part of the box art. I'm not going to go over everything now because that's honestly played out at this point. Go to gijoe.com if you would like to see what all of those different sigils mean as far as what this guy is capable of on the battlefield. Let's go ahead and open him up because that's what we're here to do. I can't say I was super excited about the Cobra Officer. Obviously, he's something that we need. It's a necessary character slash figure slash rank for your G.I. Joe classified forces, but not the most exciting release from the classified series because we've already got a couple of other Cobra troop types on the shelf. And depending on your luck at retail, you may have one or more of those. Gosh, he's got a lot of gear here, though. I'm actually pretty impressed with this guy's loadout. I have gotten to the point now where I barely look at these online because I'm either all in or if I see, like, I'm not getting the blue ninjas. I don't care for those. But if I see a classified figure, I'm like, yeah, I want that figure. I don't sit and pore over every detail of it online. I don't look at everything that it comes with. I just am like, okay, I want that figure. And once I have it, then I'll review it. I'll look at it because there's no small detail that's going to turn me against a G.I. Joe Classified Series release. So there's no point, like, my excitement comes from the unboxing, which I share with you guys here every single week. It does not come from, like, poring over the thing before I've even got it in hand. That, to me, is, for me personally, and I appreciate people do that, and it's great. But for me personally, that's not fun. The fun is opening the thing up and getting it in hand and comparing it to what I already have. So, what we have here are the fellas that this guy is going to lead into battle, and it's interesting to look at the differences in these figures, because what we have here is the Cobra Island Target exclusive Cobra Trooper, I think. I cannot remember which one was the Trooper and which one was the Infantry. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I appreciate any time you guys chime in with information that I don't have in my rattled old donkey brains. Let me know. Clue me in. I have no problem with you guys contributing. So you can see the differences here. He's got the tactical vest is pretty significant piece. But what's important to me, comparing these three figures, and then this is the regular retail release that I'm realizing now I never even saw at retail. I got mine from an online pre-order from either Pulse or Amazon. I don't remember which. And there are your differences there. I reviewed both of these guys. You can go back and check that out. And I think I even compared them in those reviews. What's important to me here is that the blues match. That's literally the only thing as far as comparing these three figures that is important. And you can see these blues all... This guy might be just a tad darker than these guys, but for the most part, they look great together. They work as a unit, and that makes me happy. What's most interesting to me about the officer is he does not have the big giant shin guards that these other guys have. Now these are basically the same exact mold. Just this one has a few less accessories, and you can see has a darker skin tone. But this officer, he is a very different figure in ways that I did not realize, because like I said, I don't pore over those online pictures. I wait until I've got him in hand. He is geared much more traditionally, which seems to be the direction of the classified series now. Very interesting. So rather than the forearm guards, our guy just has big black gloves. Rather than the involved shin guards, he's got these really interesting looking boots with the clasps on the inside here, and then the little buckle on the top. So he's not as armored up, bulked out, modernized, however you want to put it, and yet he is still chock full of little details. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. I didn't note this either. So let me get a little different perspective here. Pardon me if you hear some stool noises. I'm gonna stand at attention for this guy because he is, after all, an officer. So we have, and I don't have my Cobra Island guy that I put this on. I don't have him out right now. So this is very similar to the Cobra Island piece, or the piece that came with the Cobra Island trooper / infantry, whatever he was. But this is a clear officer rank insignia. It has the chevron of the Cobra Officer. I love the metal right here. All of this detail is just absolutely fantastic. The headgear looks great. That sculpted face. Let's take a closer look at this fella. Pop that helmet off. So same headgear, same face sculpt, which makes sense. I'm not mad about that. It would have been neat to have a different sculpted face, but that's okay. What I would really like to see is an even bigger variety in skin tones and also some female troop builders. I really like this look with the gloves and the boots. I was never opposed to the shin armor and forearm armor. That stuff was always fine with me. But I have to say, this looks really great as well. I like the black knee pads on this guy. His web gear looks great with the gray paint. And it's fitted pretty nicely. One of the issues I had with the 25th anniversary line and on was that the web gear just never seemed to sit right. It was almost just an impediment to the figure being fun. The Classified Series web gear, for the most part, sits really nicely and doesn't wobble around when you're trying to pose the figure. I think they've done a really nice job with it. I'm just looking at the pins here. We've got... Interesting. So I'm trying to tell if that pin, it is blue, but it doesn't... Yeah, it's not great. But hopefully we'll be going penless before too much longer with this entire line. So, articulation, I mean, do I even need to cover it anymore? Classified Series has some of the best articulation available in 1/12 scale action figures. His thigh holster, or thigh sheath, rather, which you see on the original Cobra Officer as well. He's got the stiletto. Let's take a look at that stiletto. Looks great. It's got the spike on the end. Really nice looking knife there. I like it. And that is going to slide right into that sheath. Perfect. I'm not going too deep into detail on this guy because he is, he does share a lot of parts with those other two. You can go back and watch those reviews if you like, and I recommend that you do. And also, please like those reviews. That's important stuff. Gosh, so many little parts I appreciate on the... Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, wow. All right, we're going to get back to this, and this, which I love. So we've got his helmet that has the chevron on the front, like the Cobra Officer. So that also sets him apart from those other guys. We've got I guess, an updated sort of version of the AK that the officer came with, as well as the magazine. If you take a look at the magazine, you can actually see the detail there. And the little notch corresponds, if you can see it, which you really can't, but that you put it in the right way and it locks into place very securely. So this is just kind of a modern take. If again, I am not a gun guy. If you are, and in the comments you'd like to let me know if this is a real weapon, beyond just being sort of similar to an AK-47, let me know. Whatever it is, it looks cool and it's appropriate for G.I. Joe Classified Series for a Cobra Officer. We've got a holster. Oh my gosh, look at the detail on this. The sculpt, it looks like leather. It's got the Cobra emblem right there. It's got some rivets up here. This is fantastic. What a cool looking piece. So that plugs into his web gear and his back and holds, presumably, this little bit of business. Oh my gosh, so wait. So this other clip, excuse me, not a clip, magazine, right? Oh man, how cool is that? And again, I don't know what the heck this is. Tell me if this is a real thing. Oh, and check it out. You've got hollowed out barrels so you can put blast effects in there as well. So what we have here is this little automatic pistol. You pull that magazine off. You gotta call it a magazine because gun enthusiasts get really upset if you use the wrong terminology for their toys. This might be a little difficult to get in there. Nope, there we go. So that slides right into that. And then that, I'm not sure which way. Yeah, it seems to go in that way. So we'll turn that, because that seems most reasonable way to have that positioned, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hang on. Let's get this off of here, because it seems like, there we go. Okay, cool. So now, there we go. I kind of want that sticking up over his shoulder just a little bit more, but still, he can access it from there. That's good. That works. And then we also have this interesting little, almost Mauser looking like Han Solo gun piece of business. Also has the open barrel for blast effects. Wait a minute. This has a Cobra on it. Look at the little Cobra emblem. Wild. Holy cow. So what is this? The heck is this thing? This looks like a scope. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we have a scope. I can't go that way. I'm sorry, I keep getting off camera. It's because my camera view and my actual eyeball view are slightly different sometimes. Oh, it's a laser. This has got to be a laser sight, right? Because the scope wouldn't be so far down the... I feel like it wants to go in this way. Yeah, that is definitely how that fits in there. So, laser sight, right? That's my guess. Wild. Do you guys like all these little removable pieces, or would you rather they just be attached in the first place? I'm a little torn on that. I don't know which way I feel. I'm going to guess this goes in this little pocket here. Okay. And then this goes back on here. And then our pistol goes in there. I really appreciate when the loadout can be stored on the figure. That's very important to me. I would rather not have all of these drawers full of additional accessories that I will never use. I would much rather just have everything stored on the figure. He's got those rigid hands. That's not going to work super great. So there you go. Cobra Officer, lots of gear, loaded out really well. And again, comment. Do you got, well, one, comment if you want to clue me in on the reality or not of these firearms, you go right ahead. But also, do you like all these little extra pieces? Are they unnecessary? Would you rather this just be attached to the rifle? Like, what is the point of this coming off the rifle and being stored here? As a toy collector, I don't know. As a gun enthusiast, military person, perhaps you do. But for me, it's just another little piece that I'd rather just have on the rifle. Why even make that an option? But it's another thing to fiddle with. It's toyetic. It's fun. So I guess that's why. There you go. Cobra Officer looks awesome. It's a must-have for your Cobra shelf. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and come back the rest of the week for more G.I. Joe Classified Series reviews. Cobra.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.